360 and welcome to the channel. Today's show is about, it includes a person who went from not knowing a word of English to actually teaching English in public schools here in Italy. So this person will be joining us very soon. So I'm really excited to have a colleague of mine. Basically, I worked together with her over the years, and she's fantastic. So let's find out if she can join us very soon. This is Monday morning. Hope you're having a great time. The last time we did a Monday evening show, it was about an exam situation. So I think it's good to talk about something different, not exams. So it's very cold where we are at the moment, and it has been cold for over a few weeks. And because it's so cold, people are beginning to dress up very heavily. So sometimes you see these people wearing perhaps gloves, coats, mufflers around their heads, and it's really strange because you can't see any part of their body, and it's really weird. So I'm just gonna say one thing that we have been. Here she is. Let me add her to the stream.
Simona.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Mic is off. We can't hear you. Yeah, there we go. We can't hear you.
And now?
Can you speak up a little bit? Maybe it's the microphone, which is
Hello, can you hear me?
no audio.
Paolo, non mi sento,
Okay,
non
so
mi viene da
while she
aiutare.
fixes her mic on, I was just gonna say that you see these people wearing coats, heavy coats, overcoats, boots. So it's not like a person walking; it's a ball of wool walking on the street. So I just wanted to say that I'm from London, and in London it can get freezing cold. So sometimes it's a good idea to cover yourself, but not too much, because then half the day you spend taking your clothes off and on again, putting them back on again. So it can be a bit of a problem. Also, your body gets used to the cold weather if you if you cover yourself up, of course, but not too much. Have you seen those people perhaps in Russia and other cold countries that they are wearing literally t-shirts when they come over to other countries where it's cold as well, but they're wearing t-shirts. So that is the. Let me just remove her. Yeah. So let's see if she can join us very soon with her audio, which is which can be a problem sometimes when you're going live. Of course, everything has to work perfectly. So as I was saying, that there are people who are covering too much, and there are people who are not covering enough. So if you walk around in the streets, you see these foreigners who are walking around in t-shirts. Absolutely incredible. So I would say perhaps you have to find a way in the middle. So let's see if Simona is back. Hello, Simona. Can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
so you can hear me, but we can't hear you. So perhaps there's a mute button somewhere that's not working.
I don't know. Paolo, puoi tornare un attimo?
Because I haven't muted you at all. So see if there's a mute button which is not working. Or perhaps you want to use
It is not mute.
It's not muted, you're saying.
No.
Okay, perhaps work without the headset. Maybe it'll work without the headset. Take it off, and it might work.
Can you hear me now?
You have to disconnect it from the computer, maybe, the headset.
No, non mi
I don't know if
sento.
that's working.
I don't know, but I can hear you perfectly.
No, I can't hear you. I can't. It's funny. It's like those silent movies, when you watch those silent movies. It's fun. They're funny because you can almost understand exactly what they're saying, because your mind just adapts to the silence, to the words, and what's the word, to the lip reading so well
It's a technique.
that you can absolutely guess what the people are saying.
Now,
So while we wait for that, I wanted to introduce her to you guys, but I just wanted her to introduce herself to you. That would be a good thing. So, but she's yeah. I was saying that we worked together for a while in a state school with a bunch of terrible kids sometimes, or sometimes really good kids. When I say terrible, I don't mean really in literal sense. I mean they were a bit noisy. That's what I mean. And when they're a bit
Italian.
noisy and they don't want to listen to you because perhaps they're tired or whatever, so that's when things get a bit difficult for the teachers. For the students, they're always fun. They're always having fun. That's the good thing about schools. So she's done a great job. Yeah, she worked in the school with me, and her students were always very good. So she must have, taught them really well, I guess. So here in this country, by the way, the way it works is that you have the foreign teachers, like the mother tongues, they get brought in the state schools to give some extra lessons, you could say.
Yeah.
And they do these like once a week kind of lessons, and the students seem to think that they're absolutely having a holiday during that hour. So some of them are very good. Some of the students nowadays are
Interested.
very good. So it's all conversation based. So you talk about the general life, sports, hobbies, etc. But then you also do other more complicated things. So that's why. But sometimes, as in case of this teacher, I really didn't need to be there because she spoke very well. So there was I didn't actually need to be there in her class, while other teachers maybe. So I think that's something the government should look at. If the teachers are really good, then perhaps give them the chance to do this, and give them the extra finances rather than bringing in other people from the outside. So because it's not all about accent, is it? It's about other things as well. So let's see. We have somebody else coming in as well. Let's see if we can. Oops. Here we are. Can we hear you now?
I can always hear you.
No, it's always the same problem, isn't it? Is somebody trying to fix it? Do you think? Is your
My
husband on
husband tried, but he could not.
it? Okay. Can you try hook up with your phone? Maybe that might work. Have you got a phone with the?
Ce l'abbiamo, Paolo.
Yeah.
You mean my mobile phone to enter it?
Try that with the phone. Maybe it'll
Going to
work.
try. I'm going to
I like
try.
the picture in the background. That's
Esco da qui,
London,
provo col telefono.
maybe of the 90s. Yeah, possibly London of the 90s. So we're just waiting for her to it'll work with the phone. I'll have to remove you. You'll have to jump back in. Okay, is that okay? I'll remove you and you'll jump back in. Okay, there we go. There you go. I have removed her. Now she'll jump back in anytime, hopefully very soon, with her phone. So as I was saying, if you are a foreigner, if you are abroad, and you're looking into teaching, then Italy or Spain, both countries are a very good place for teaching, because you can actually gain a lot of experience, and people are very willing to give you a chance, especially if you're a budding teacher. If you are an Italian who wants to go and work abroad, perhaps in the UK or America, there are a few things you can do. For example, in the UK, they often look for Italian teachers. Not sure after Brexit what the situation is, but they often look for Italian teachers to come and help. Same goes in America, and they're often looking for people to come and give a hand. So I reckon that those are two things that you can do. I'm just texting somebody so they can join us. It's a bit of a strange evening this evening. Nothing seems to be working. I got Simona back. Let's see. Hello, Simona. Hello, can you hear us? No, that's even worse than before. Simona, I can't hear you, or you're completely frozen, actually. Don't know what's happening. So, no, it's not working. So, Simona's literally frozen. Yeah, as I was saying, that it is a good place to come and try your teaching techniques. People are very good. So, what I would suggest is, if we can't get another person in very soon, to perhaps give this a go another day. Maybe because nothing seems to be working today. It's a bit odd, but it happens sometimes. Technical glitches. I'll just quickly tell you what's happening on Wednesday evening, which is the third live show this week. We're doing the CAE exam practice. There's a couple of students who are doing the exams are doing CAE essay on Wednesday. So that's what's happening on Wednesday. Okay, so I'm gonna probably at this point call it a day and head back with a better. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see if it's working now. Can we hear you?
I'm back
No.
because I'm going to
Simona,
write. I'm typing.
trying to lip read what she's saying.
I could not hear you on the
I have no idea
phone.
what she said. I'm trying to lip read. It happens. It happens, of course. Last week, that some students joined us from India. What a lovely place. They were talking about how important it is for them to actually join and talk, but also sometimes just join and listen. So that was the issue. So as I was saying that, well, at this point I'll have to introduce you. I'm sorry. It'll go like this. So basically, the problem with most schools here in Italy is the lack of funding. So if there's not enough money for anything in terms of technology or personnel or even courses, so all the teachers, like her, I know her by her surname all the time. I call her Capelli, which means I believe hats. Am I right? Just nod if that's correct. Yeah, hats. So like from the film Mad Hatter. Yeah. Yeah.
My husband tells this.
Oh, that's it. That's it. She's saying that's why I got my surname. So it's fine. There's as I was saying, there's not enough finances in the schools. So teachers like her, they become good because they want to become good, and all the other teachers who are not good because they don't have the finances, not because they don't want to be good. It's just that they can't. They have families to feed. They have other issues, so they can't invest money in their own training, and that's why some of the education in this country, like in many countries, by the way, it's a bit poor. And when you get teachers who are good, you really should cherish them because they're able to do their job well, notwithstanding all the problems. So that's an incredible thing to do. And I'm a teacher myself, and I know how difficult it is to get trained. I did all my qualifications while I was studying as well. Sorry, working. So it was quite hard. So we went back. I can't remember when we started. Maybe it was 2010, maybe roughly. It was 2010. Just
2007 in Carol. Yeah.
Oh my word. Okay, 2000. Oh yes, because yes, absolutely. It was 2007, and there was another very good teacher together with her working in the same school. So I really had a very good time because not only I was made to feel welcome, which is not easy for teachers to welcome other teachers who are coming into their class. Imagine if you're doing your job and somebody else is coming in and doing your job with you. It's not always a good thing. So it can be sometimes awkward. But also, we had great time in the class because students were up for it, and they were all cracking on with their work, and we were having lots of conversations. And I think some of the students I've met now, it's what, 13 years, been 13, 14 years. So they're in their 20s. They must be like 25. And I've met some of the students. They've gone on to do wonderful things in their lives. So just to show that it is important for teachers to invest their energies, because then students do find they do reap good results. And that's how it went for us in the end. Do you remember the very first lesson we did together? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was a third class. Yeah, but it was a third class. A third class, yeah. It was third class, and it was what, 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, yeah. And so, what was the impression the students had of me? Thumbs up for good one, thumbs down for bad one. Where is my finger? There you go. They're impressed. They're impressed. Right. Damn, I can't understand everything. I need to invite you again this time. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here because I need to have her on the show and talk about it, because it's really not fair. I'm doing all the talking. The whole idea was to reminisce a little bit about the past. So we will do this again. Don't worry, and we'll get the microphone fixed. I'll buy her one if she doesn't have one. No worries. Okay. All right. Thanks very much for joining us anyway, and see you soon. Okay. Bye for now. Bye. There we go. She was one of the 3 teachers working in the school, so it was quite an experience, quite good one. So I hope you like this show, a little bit of a window into the past, and meet me on Wednesday. We're doing an essay, we're doing speaking at C1 level. So if you're interested, if you're doing an exam, that would be really useful for you. Take care for now. Bye. Bye-bye.